Hey guys, Channel62, and today I'm making a video showing you guys that we finally got revealed to the Star Wars Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. This is such a cool set that I'm excited for. We'll get into the details later, but this is such a cool set. It comes with characters and parts from the Force Awakens and the second trilogy of the Star Wars series, and this is so cool. So it's set number 75192, and it comes with 7,541 pieces. Will retail for $900 in Canada, $800 in the U.S., and it's going to be the biggest set ever created, breaking the record of the leading biggest set, which was from 2008, the Taj Mahal, and this one has 1,619 more pieces, so that's pretty good, and I'm really excited for this set. It looks so cool, and let's get into the details right now. So watch the video to see all the details of the set. So this set looks awesome. I really like the shot of the Millennium Falcon we see here, and it shows a lot of details on it, just these little small parts that really makes me think every detail counts, every single piece counts to make a detail on this, and it looks awesome. I love the sides, how it's just like scrappy using all those shaft sort of pieces, and I think it looks really cool. And on this next picture we can also see the supports holding it up at the bottom, which looks really cool. And now we can look at some parts of the interior. This one specifically right here shows for the Force Awakens and the newer trilogy, the third one. And we can see Rey, Finn, BB-8, and Han Solo, the older version, in the cockpit in the Millennium Falcon. And this is like that area with the chessboard as we saw in the movie, and this is pretty cool. I like those chairs around it, all in beige, and then the chessboard there. We can see there's Han Solo, Rey, Finn, and BB-8. Looks really cool. I love those tunnels around there. Yeah, so I think this looks really cool. And it has a lot of detail to it, which looks awesome. So I really like that about it. And in this next scene, you'll see it's part of the second trilogy. I think this looks really cool. Again, the townway looks awesome. And we can also see C-3PO, Han Solo, and Leia here. It looks like a pretty cool part of the Millennium Falcon, where we can see a lot of details on the sides, plus on the inside, not much on the inside, but there are those pipes there that you could open up the flaps to, and we see Han Solo and Princess Leia in that other part. And then, yeah, so this part looks really cool too. And this next part we can also see as part of Force Awakens. And there's Rey, Finn, and BB-8 there. And this looks really cool. I like this area because we get to see that printing on the side there. And I think it looks really cool. So I like that about it. And yeah, so I think that's really cool. And in this next part, we could see Finn going down into that slot down there. I'm pretty sure this was also in the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon. This is pretty cool. I actually have the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon, so I know quite a bit about that set. And I really like how this part looks. How we see the inside of that part with the roof of that removed, and even the back of it, we can see those like circles there, and they look awesome. On the Millennium Falcon from the Force Awakens, there were only those little disc pieces, but now they're so huge, and I really like that. And actually, if you didn't know already, this is the exact size of the Millennium Falcon, the U.C.S. version from the last one, except this one just has way more detail, and also because it's interchangeable between the Force Awakens one and the from the third trilogy and the second trilogy versions, and that's simply just by taking out the radar dish from the Force Awakens and replacing it with the one from the second trilogy, and then you could take out those two little front parts that were added from the Force Awakens. And yeah, so I think this part looks really cool. And next, we can also see a scene of the cockpit, and the cockpit actually holds 4 characters. I like the new cockpit piece they used there, and the new printing on that 6x6 dish piece. I think it looks awesome, and I love how it fits 4 because in the Force Awakens one, it only fit, I think it was 2 and maybe 3 if you kind of squish them in there. But yeah, so I think this is really cool, and I'm really excited for that. And over here we can also see the bottom of it, which looks really cool. We can see all those lander parts, plus that cannon at the bottom, which is really big, which I really like. And it looks awesome, and I also really love how this Millennium Falcon, unlike the one from the Force Awakens set that we got, is actual minifigure scale, just like the old Ultimate Collector Series one. But this one has way more detail, like I said earlier, which makes it so much better, so much more pieces, and at a higher price. And I'm just really excited for this set because, as I said before, and I'm going to say it again a lot in this video, it is so cool. The best Lego Star Wars set I've ever seen. Next we can see the back of the box. The back of the box looks pretty cool. It shows the Force Awakens characters getting out of the Millennium Falcon. And I can zoom into the bottom for you guys to show you guys some of the things at the bottom. So you can see that there's interchangeable satellite dishes. The first one is from the second trilogy, which is round, and the second one is from the Force Awakens, which is kind of rectangular. And then the next ones show the Mynock attacking Millennium Falcon with the characters with the gas masks, and then the top part with the cannon coming off of Millennium Falcon. After that is just 4 shots of the scenes I showed you before with the cockpit and then the rest of the interior. And I was kind of hoping for some more play figures like on the one from the Force Awakens that has some stud shooters at the front, but I guess it's fine because it's the U.C.S, not just one that you're supposed to play with. U.C.S is more like one that you get showing a shelf for display, so I think that's still pretty cool. And next we get this shot like we do in every single Lego set that shows the set and all the characters around it. We see the Force Awakens characters, droids, and creatures in one spot, and then same with the second trilogy in one spot, and we see that sign that shows all the U.C.S things. Even on the U.C.S BB-8 droid, that's pretty cool. And then next I'll show you the characters. So first up is Han Solo. Han Solo's a pretty cool minifigure. All these minifigures are actually the same except Han Solo, he has his gas mask, and then we have Chewbacca. Chewbacca looks like a pretty cool character. He's actually interchangeable between the Force Awakens and the second trilogy because, well, he's basically from both of them, and he has the same print design on both of them. So it doesn't really matter which one you put him in. And then there's Leia, who also has a new face that we've never got before with the gas mask. And this looks pretty cool. And the gas mask part from Leia and Han were from the Attack of the Mynock. And then, so as we can see, C-3PO, he's the same minifigure. Same with the old Han Solo. And then we also see Rey. And Rey's the same figure, except I'm pretty sure a new expression. And then there's Finn, and then after that, BB-8. And I'm sad that we don't get any exclusive printing for BB-8, but I think that's okay because he's still pretty cool. Either way, plus I don't think he got any different printing anyways. And then after that, we could see I think they're called Porgs or something. But they're pretty cool. And I really like how they look. These are some creatures from The Last Jedi. Apparently they're supposed to be really cute creatures. They use the BB-8 head, and they also use some of the curved 1x1 tiles for the wings. And then after that we get 2 of these. After that we get 1 Mynock. The Mynock was that thing that was attacking Millennium Falcon in the second trilogy. And so it's pretty cool we get a Mynock in this set. Plus we also get some Porgs, and this is pretty cool. So I'm really excited to get the Porgs and the Mynock from this set. And it would also be pretty cool to get those exclusive printings from Han Solo and Leia. But again, I just have to wait and see to see if I eventually end up getting a set. I don't think I will, though. But it's still pretty exciting because that's why I'm reviewing it with you guys. As I told you guys before, I'm going to review all the teasers we've gotten revealed to. So, to start, there was this first teaser that people barely knew about, which was the one that showed a slight image of the Millennium Falcon outlined in the new Death Star set, but people weren't so excited about it yet because like no one was sure that it was going to be set, and people barely noticed this because they were so focused on the actual set, and they thought, well, this can't mean too much because like there's shadows of a bunch of other rebel ships in the background, so nobody was hyped up about this one yet. The second teaser was the one from the Wrath-Tarscape set, and this one was barely noticeable, where we saw on the side the front of the Millennium Falcon, and I say barely noticeable because it took like 1 or 2 people to notice it before other people noticed it, because it was kind of like hidden in the background there, as most people were focused on the actual Wrath-Tarscape set itself. Nobody really took the time to look around at the box, specifically in that area, to find the Millennium Falcon. So at the point where we got revealed to the Wrath-Tarscape, it still wasn't such a big deal. So our third teaser was actually the first like official teaser that showed how big the box was going to be. It showed it next to the London bus box. It told us that the London bus box was pretty big, but we're going to get a bigger set, and it kind of hinted to us it was going to be the biggest set, and basically explained why they're making people like get so hyped up for this, and why they're making out so much teasers for this. And it just showed this big Lego box, and people like started by this point trying to detect it, and like looking back at those Wrath-Tarscape set and Death Star sets, and then they also like change the lighting to see what's inside the box. They did kind of find the front of the Millennium Falcon. So yeah, and that's what happened with this teaser. And by the fourth clue, which was the instruction booklet, it showed the carousel instruction booklet next to the Millennium Falcon one. And if you even look at this, this is huge. Just imagine how much pages this has. And yeah, so this is so big, and so it's pretty cool that we got this one. And at this point, people are thinking, okay, well, something's going up, like there's a new set coming, and it's going to be really big, and like it's going to be grand and stuff, so it might be the biggest set ever. And people are starting to think to come back of the Millennium Falcon U.C.S. series because it would mark the 10th anniversary of the old one. And then at the fifth teaser, we had this clip that showed it being assembled, and people were almost 100% sure by this that it was a Millennium Falcon because it looked like the pieces from the Millennium Falcon, plus we saw BB-8 flying through there. So people were almost sure about that, and that's when the hype started to get like really, really high, because people knew right away that this had to be the Millennium Falcon, and this is when people started to get more and more excited for it. And the next teaser showed the box, showed how huge the box was going to be next to the bag, and so the Lego bag with the Death Star inside of it, the newer one, and it showed that this one wasn't going to come in a bag. If you purchased it, they would give you a Lego trolley to carry it around because it was so heavy and so big, and you'd be like dropping it every second and having to pick it back up, or maybe even not be able to carry it, depends how strong you are. But this was a really cool one, and I know it got a lot of people excited, like, oh cool, I could get a Lego trolley if I could buy it. But at this point, nobody knew the price of it, so they didn't know what they would have to pay to get that trolley. And this one was the final teaser. It showed the piece count. At this point, everybody already knew. It was confirmed. The Lego set would be the Millennium Falcon, and it said that the Millennium Falcon would get 7,541 pieces. That's a big number of pieces for the set to have, and it said that it's going to be larger than the already leading largest set from 2008, the Taj Mahal. It would have 1,619 more pieces, which is a lot. And yeah, so I think that'll be it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you didn't, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And definitely let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I know I was really excited for this set, and I was really excited to do a review for this for you guys, and also show you guys my thoughts on the teasers and just the evolution of how the hype gained up for this. And yeah, so I hope you guys liked it, and you tell me in the comment section down below if you think you're going to pick it up. But that'll be it. So see you guys later on LEGO Channel 62.